you that they love you today. Let me be the first to say I love you today. I love you today. I love life. And today is all about life. Love you today, Miss O. All my trailblazers. I think we saved the best for last, Hans Jose. Yeah, it's all about life. So I want you to join me in saying, here's to life. Yeah, life is my friend. Life is my friend, but I didn't always know that. Because she wouldn't do what I wanted her to do, the way I wanted her to do it, when I wanted her to do it. Who knows what I'm talking about? I also say she, because I believe life is a woman. You know why? She's always talking. You know how some women are? They're always talking. And life has really been close to me over these past couple of weeks because I was moving. Who knows the trauma and the horrification of moving? When you start to see, it's worse. Yeah, it's just of the devil. When you start seeing stuff that you bought back in '56 and never wore. And here's what I want you to know. I don't care who you are, what status you live at, how much money you have. When it comes down to that final little bit of stuff, you are moving with a black plastic bag. So, I was moving, and you're going to see all about it on a wonderful special on OWN. You're going to see all about it. I was moving, and it was traumatic. It was traumatic. And life was with me every step of the way. You know what she just kept saying? She kept saying, just breathe, baby. Just breathe. Do you know that that is the only thing life requires of us? Is that we breathe. That we breathe. So let's do that right now together. Come on, take a nice long deep inhale and exhale. Come on now, I know Deepak done taught you all how to do this. Come on, take a nice long deep inhale and a slow complete exhale. One more time, come on. Third row up in the top right there, you're not doing it. Come on, inhale and exhale. Now, I want you to reach out and take your neighbor by the hand. Because you know what? That's what life has been doing to me. Holding me by the hand. Because I don't know about you, but I grew up with nobody to hold my hand. Been through some difficult times, and there was nobody there to hold my hand. And sometimes you just need somebody to hold your hand. They don't have to say nothing. They don't have to do nothing. They don't have to be philosophical, even spiritual. You just need them to hold your hand. Yeah, baby. That feels good. Now, you really want to get good with it, get jiggy with it? I want you to close your eyes. Disconnect your brain. Close your eyes. I promise you I'll still be gorgeous when you open it. Now, holding that life in your hands. Take a breath in and out. And just listen and feel. Listen and feel as you breathe in and out. Knowing that right now in this moment, you have a life in your hands, and your life is in the hand of an angel. Because you never know who your angel is going to be. So come on, breathe with me and let it out. Oh yeah. Did you know that was the most ancient sound for the name of God? Come on, breathe in and out. Yeah. Because in the most ancient days, the creator, the source of life, was known as Pa-Da. And as communities gathered and came together, they knew it as Amen-Ra. Some knew it as Buddha. Others as Jehovah. And when they all recognized that they were all celebrating the same source of life, they said hallelujah. So, anytime you say, you are invoking the essence and the presence of God. So, when your co-worker or your supervisor gets on your nerve, don't say WTF, just say, put some God on it. You see, life has taught me, my friend life has taught me that every difficulty, every challenge, every experience that we have is simply saying to us, there's more. There's more life for you to have. There's more for you to learn. There is more. So every obstacle that you've been through, every challenge that you face, life is calling you into more of the that is in you. And the way you get to that more is to have a daily spiritual practice. You must have a daily spiritual practice. Let me tell you why. This is what life taught me. Life taught me that the reason you need a daily spiritual practice is because everything you've ever seen or heard or remembered is lodged in your cells. The life you want is in the cells that are within you. Now here's the problem. Your cells remember the love, and your cells remember the pain. So you want to hold on to the love and release the pain. So you are holding on and letting go at the same time, and girl, that will drive you crazy. Because you're trying to hold on and let go at the same time, but a daily spiritual practice will teach you what to hold on to and what to let go of and when. And no place do you learn about holding on and letting go than you do in the labor room when you're having a baby. Try to hold on if you want to. Yeah, that baby got something in store for you. So I had my first baby when I was 16 years old. At a time when, you know, it wasn't fashionable. In fact, I was trying to figure out how I got pregnant. Because I was always taught, don't sit on a man's lap, you could get pregnant. So I didn't sit on his lap. And I got pregnant. And I was 16. And see, where I come from, when you got pregnant, you didn't go to school, it was a disgrace on your family. So what happened was they sent you down south. And then you came back with your cousin. Yeah, baby. Here's to the cousin of life. So I was 16, I was pregnant, I had nobody to hold my hand, and I was in labor. I was in labor wearing one of those beautiful hospital gowns that they haven't changed since God left Chicago. It's the same style, same color. You know, and the split that's supposed to be in the back when you're in labor, it becomes your cowl neck shirt. So there I was in my cowl neck shirt in that horrible blue with the little ducks on it or whatever they were. Nobody to hold my hand trying to have a baby. So there I am laying in the bed, and somebody came in the room with a much better uniform than the one I had on. Their top matched their bottom. I didn't know who they were. They were just in a uniform. So I assumed they were a medical professional. And so they came in the room and I was like, please, please, I don't know that my perfect little babies. Help me, please. And the person, being compassionate, came close to me. And the moment they were in reaching distance, I grabbed the man up in his collar. Help me, please, help me. And he looked at me and he said, I would, but I just came to get the trash. You see, life was teaching me. When you are birthing the life you want, you gotta be careful about what you grab onto, what you hold onto. You've got to know the difference between holding on and letting go. Oh yeah, baby, here's the life. The life you want. It's on the other side of the labor pains that it takes to give birth to it. But you've got to be willing to go through the labor of birthing what it is that you want. And you cannot take shortcuts. Oh, we do like a shortcut. Let me tell you how life taught me about a shortcut. With a Michael Kors dress. On sale! I will buy anything on sale. Don't it fit better when it's on sale? Don't it taste better when it's on sale? It just looks better when it's on sale, right? Yeah, baby. I found a Michael Kors dress on sale. Snake skin! Scooped out in the front and the back. The dress was nasty. I'm talking Miss Janet Jackson nasty. The dress was so bad until I hooked it on the rack between the nightgowns and ran downstairs to make sure I could find some shoes to match it. Because the worst thing in the world is to have a dress and you can't find shoes to match. Because then you end up with a hookup as opposed to an outfit. I wanted an outfit. Found the shoes, got the dress. Now, here's the problem. It was 2 sizes smaller than the one I wear. Oh, don't tell me you've never bought anything smaller. I had to buy it. So I bought it and I took it home and I was determined I was going to lose that 20 pounds in 2 weeks. Now here's what my friend Life has taught me. She taught me, don't be afraid to ask for help when you need it. And I needed help to get into that dress that was 2 sizes smaller because I had the shoes to match. I had to get in it. So one night, 2 o'clock in the morning, my help appeared on QVC. Billy Blank said typo! Billy Blank. Have you seen him? Is he fine or what? I love his mother. He's so beautiful. All of his typo tapes. And you hear me saying tapes, right? Tapes. On sale. Volume 1, 2, and 3. You can get all of them on sale. See, this is what happens when you're up at 2 o'clock in the morning. So I bought them, and I paid the $24.95 so that I could get them in 2 days. The 2-day rush. Because it's one thing to get it on sale, but it's another thing to get it quick. I got them tapes, I got them home, I ripped them open, and I was sitting there, and there was Billy. And them pants. Ooh. I just wanted to be thin. And there he was! I have to run downstairs and get me some ice cream! I sat right there with that whole pint of ice cream. You go, Billy, go! Oh, you're so good! Ooh. So a month later, 5 pints of ice cream down, I still couldn't get in the dress. Go figure. I said, Iyanda, why can't you do this? Why can't you do this? And you know what I got? Because it really didn't matter to me. You cannot force yourself to do something that doesn't matter to you. Just because you think you should do it, or just because you force yourself into it. You see, life was trying to teach me, Iyanda, stop squeezing yourself into places that don't fit you. And stop terrorizing yourself when you don't do what you don't believe you can do. Here's to life! She's been good. So you know what I did? I have a friend who could fit in that dress. Hate her. So I called her up, gave her the dress, and got online, and Professor Google found me one on sale in my size. Here's the life, because she's on your side. She really is. She wants you to have what you want to have. And she knows it's in yourselves. And she's on your side. But we have to be willing to do what is required. Not watching the exercise and eating the ice cream. Not holding on to things that we know we need to let go of. We've got to be willing to do what is required. Now, I was willing, simply didn't know how. Because I grew up in a place of dysfunction. Who knows what I'm talking about? I mean, if you looked up the word dysfunction, under the D you would see my daddy. Under the Y you would see y'all. That's what we called everybody in my house, y'all. Under the F, you'd see family. I grew up in a place of dysfunction, and I had become accustomed to it. In fact, I looked for it. I looked for it and expected everything to be hard. Now, there's some things you like hard. Life doesn't have to be one of them. I think I need a drink on that. You know, it's something when you excite your own self. All right now, what was I saying? It doesn't have to be hard, people. I don't know about you, but me, I grew up fighting. Got to the point where I was looking for a fight. If I wasn't looking for a fight, I'd pick a fight. And if there was no fight, I'd make a fight up. Because I thought it had to be hard. And here is the real dysfunctional part for me. Not only did I look for a fight and pick a fight, but I would stand in the way of a fist if it was coming. Because I had learned how to take a punch. And I didn't want people to think I was weak or that they could hurt me. So I would stand in the way of the punch coming, telling myself that I could take it and I can prove it. Life doesn't have to be hard. Life is on your side. And she wants you to have what you want. It's in your cells, it's in your being. It's not in your personality. It's not in your intellect. It's in your heart. And when we learn to be free in our hearts, you see, freedom is a God-given right. And authenticity means that you stand in your heart, receiving all experiences and expressions of life. I had the blessing of going to Dublin, California before I came here, to the women's prison. And I spoke to 600 women who were incarcerated. And this is what I said to them. I said, you know what? Incarceration is something that happens to your body, but imprisonment happens in the mind. There are many people who are not incarcerated who are imprisoned. And there are many of you who are incarcerated who are not imprisoned. The prisons are in our mind, and they come in the form of thoughts. And I call those thoughts humping puppies. How many people have ever had a puppy? And you give the puppy everything, right? You give it a bed, you give it the little toys, you go to the PetSmart or the Petco, spend all your money, and you get the cut. And what does the puppy do when company comes? Company sit down and they're talking to the little puppy, and the puppy runs right up to their ankle. You know, what do you say? What do you say? Well, you know what? Our negative thoughts that make our life hard are like humping puppies. Can't do it. Don't do it. They won't let me do it. Don't do that. You can't do that. What are you gonna do? Stop it. They're gonna get you. They're talking about you. Who do you think you are? What do you think you are? You ain't humping puppies. And life says, don't listen to that. Don't listen to that. Listen to your heart. You see, a good friend tells you what you don't want to hear. And my friend life is always telling me, pay attention, Iyanda. Don't do that. Leave that alone. Iyanda, that's no good for you. Do I listen? Oh, hell to the no. I go on doing what I want to do, telling life on my terms. She be trying to help me, but you know, some of us, we just have difficulty paying attention. We got to learn to listen. And the thing that will keep us on point in our listening is our vision. You got to have a vision. You have to be able to see where you're going before you get there. And I learned about vision at a lens crafter sale. I've told you I buy anything on sale. Now I don't wear glasses. But lens crafter was having a sale. 2 eye exams for $39.99. That's less than $10 an eye. I had to go. I had to go to the sale. Now, my grandson, Iyanda, he wears eyeglasses. So I took him with me to the sale. He went to get his eyes done. I went to get my eyes done. Now, here's the confession. I hadn't had an eye exam since they were doing the E's on the board. Remember them? Do y'all remember the E's? Okay. But you know they don't do that anymore. Now all the little letters are in the machine. And there's P's and there's T's. They had a couple of W's in there. And they're multiple colors. They're not just black like they were on that board. And I was looking at the little colors and I could see there's a P and there was an X. And then they said, okay, now we're gonna test you for glaucoma. I didn't know what that was. So I was looking down in the machine. They just said they were gonna test me. They didn't say they was gonna spit some powder in my eye. Just spit the powder in my eye. I couldn't see nothing. I think it was a plot to trick me into buying glasses. So I don't have no glasses because the frames for a diva such as myself have to be very specific and particular. But when I went to the eye doctor, her name was Dr. Apple. An apple for the eye? They really got that in Detroit. Detroit was the only place they got that. So she said to me, Miss Van Zandt, where are your glasses? Glasses? I don't wear glasses. Why? Do I need glasses? She said, you don't wear glasses? I said, no. Why should I? Do I need them? She said, yes. I said, well, what do I need dark glasses for? She said, well, you need a pair for reading. And I said, okay, I can understand that. Because I noticed that with that Kindle and all of the letters are very tiny. And even when you try to make them bigger, you can't find the key. They try to make the Kindle letters bigger. Okay. And I don't have to wear them out, so nobody will know that I'm a diva such as myself has to have visual assistance. And she said, and you need a pair for driving. Wow. Driving. But you know, I have noticed that they were making the letters on the license plates much smaller. Have you noticed that? It's not just me, right? They were making them, and I looked all over the internet and everything. I didn't see no announcement. But I noticed that they were much smaller. I said, okay, I can take the glasses off when I get out the car. Nobody has to know that a diva such as myself needs visual assistance. Then she said, and you need a pair for seeing. Wow. I can see. She said, no. No. Your eyes will adjust to the level of deficiency present. So when you think that you're seeing all there is, the truth of the matter is you're viewing your life from the places in you that are deficient and dysfunctional and in lack and in limitation, because your eyes will adjust to the level of deficiency present, which is why you need a spiritual practice to make sure that your vision, the one you see, the one you hold, the one you're looking at, is big enough for the truth of who you are. Life wants you to do that. Oh, here's to life. And you know what else? Good friends tell you what you don't want to hear. Because not only will your eyes adjust to the level of deficiency present, your mind can become preoccupied with the humping puppies. So you won't be able to hear the good that's coming through in your being and in your body. Because life doesn't play tricks on you. Your mind does. Your mind plays tricks on you. Here's something that I learned recently. That ego can control what it knows. And what ego knows is the past. So ego will continue to create and recreate variations of the past in order to stay in control. You can be looking at something you ain't never seen before, and your ego, the humping puppy, will say, oh, you know what that is. You've seen that before. And then we as humans feel that it's somehow against our religion as human beings to ask for help. Let me tell you how I learned about that. Went somewhere to speak. Didn't know where in the blazing bejesus I was going. And didn't want to ask nobody because, of course, I am Iyanda Van Zandt. Never mind that I was traveling by myself. So I saw this whole group of people walking. They were walking. So I started walking with them. Trying to act like I was not important and famous. Looking up. Finally, I had no idea where the people was going. I just assumed that they were going where I was going. So I followed them. And they turned the corner, I turned the corner. They got on the escalator, I got on the escalator. So now we were going up the escalator and other people were coming down the escalator. And the people on the other side were saying, and everybody is, because of course, nobody wants to admit when they don't know where they're going. So life is trying to give you clues and teach you. And if we don't want to ask for help, and if we don't pay attention to the signs, our minds will play tricks on us. So the people are waving their hands and everything, and everybody, even me on the elevator, we turn our head like we didn't even see them. So we ride the escalator up, get to the top, and it says, roof. And everybody turned around, right back down the escalator. We gotta be willing to seek direction from within. We've gotta be willing to ask for help. We've gotta be willing not to follow along with what everybody is doing. Sometimes people have a million puppies humping in their brain, and they're trying to tell you how to live your life. We've gotta be willing to begin within, and that is why forgiveness is so important. Forgiveness? Oh, hate it! Why don't we want to forgive? Because the truth is we want to see people suffer the way we think they made us suffer. The truth is because we think forgiveness is for them, we don't realize it's for us. Let me tell you how I learned about forgiveness. 14 years in one relationship. 40 years. Not only, are you clapping? What is wrong with you? Don't clap. Did I stay blind for 40 years? Wouldn't go get no glasses, wouldn't ask for help, just fighting and jumping in the way of this. 40 years. Not only was I in a relationship on and off with the same person for 40 years, married him twice. Oh, really? Are you shocked and appalled that I still look so good? After so many years of deafness and blindness, yes? Yeah. But it's lessons. There's always more. There's always more. And you gotta stay in it until you learn it. You gotta stay in it until you grow.